on, get that ash up here on the deck. Today I'm going to be sawmilling a bunch of ash into 5/4, and while I saw, I'm going to talk a little bit about this species. I've not had any fresh ash up on the channel yet. Most of it was wiped out by the emerald ash borer. The last good batch that I came across was back in 2018, and it was in Rockville, Indiana. I also cut it down, and my grandpa sawed it into 8/4. Now at the time, the emerald ash borer had already been doing a bunch of destruction to the ash species, and good patches were already getting hard to find back then. And another reason that particular batch stuck out to me was because of the size. 40 ash trees cut 50,000 board feet. There were 3 or 4 of them that were over 2,000 board feet, and then at least a dozen that were well over 1,300 feet. And they had so much footage in them because of how tall they were. They didn't have a single limb until the top, and they were gun barrel straight. The largest one measured like 25 inches, 70 feet up the tree. And I also remember there being very few one common boards in that batch. I remember all the old logging jobs, all the property lines, where the valuable trees were that I can remember on that job. Also, any close accidents. Now I'm going to talk about this batch of ash and what sawing it's like. But first, don't forget to like the video, and please feel free to leave behind any questions or remarks. If you're new to the channel and want to stay up to date on the videos that I'm uploading, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Now back to this ash. And as you'll see throughout the video, there's not any emerald ash borer tracks. Not underneath where the bark was or within the lumber. One of the things that I like about it is that it ends up sawing out and grading out better than what the logs look like they're going to. Now we're going to start with the junkier logs first, and like normal, the nicer ones are going to be at the end. They're going to be a couple nice butt logs. Now you'll hear me say this a lot, but all the species cut differently from one another. Ash is definitely a more difficult wood to saw. Now when it comes to sawing, it's not just about the hardness of the species itself. There's other things involved like the grain and the moisture content. I honestly feel like fresh white oak is easier to saw than fresh ash, even though white oak is technically harder. Ash makes lovely paneling and furniture. It's also famously used for baseball bats. Now with the ash, I'll be going for less cross ties, and that's because the one common lumber is worth more than the ties. Remember, I'm always anticipating about what the next board's going to make, whether or not it's going to stay clear or be riddled with knots just in one more pass. You guys just saw Dustin over there, and I'm bringing him up because today was his last day. He got a job that he told us he was going to be going for when he first started working for us. So we're happy for him, and I would appreciate it if everybody would wish Dustin a happy farewell. One last thing, you'll also notice that the ash sounds different when I'm cutting it. Please enjoy the beautiful noise. be getting into the big logs for the next long video. Kind of been sawing through some little ones to begin with today. Except for the couple nice ones there that I put in the video. But that's gonna be all. Tune back in again next time.